Okay, the triennial or the 3-year reevaluation. Words are interchangeable. Okay, just one point about that. I mean, I could make multiple videos explaining the triennial or the 3-year reeval. But the one thing that I want to start out with, federal IDEA, no state can do less than that, so it's going to be applicable to all 50 states, what I'm about to say. Guys, the reason that we reevaluate is to ensure that the child still requires specialized instruction. It is not to question the child's disability. That is not in question. So there are two ways you've got to hit both in order to qualify for an IEP. Number one is that they've got to have a qualifying disability. That's number one. Once that's determined, then it's the secondary factor that's in question, and that's whether they require special education services, specialized instruction. Otherwise, guys, they would be qualified for, let's say, a 504, which would be reasonable accommodations and equal access, not special education. So there's the difference, okay? So you've got to hit both in order to receive an IEP. A qualifying disability and the need for specialized instruction. So the triennial evaluation or the 3-year reeval, that is exactly what we're probing, is not questioning the disability. Nobody's questioning that. The only thing that's being evaluated or considered by the IEP team is whether the child continues to require specialized instruction or special education services through an IEP. That's it. That's the only thing. So I have a lot of parents that are going, oh, they're going to disqualify my child, or they're questioning my child's diagnosis or disability. That is not what the federal IDEA. I'm not going to say that other human beings don't grossly err or they're making mistakes because they haven't been properly trained. But I'm just telling you that that isn't what the purpose of the 3-year reeval is. It is merely to probe. And that does not mean that the team has to determine to do evaluations. They can use old data and have everybody go, you know what, I think the child still requires specialized instruction. And they can use old data to support that when they're audited by their State Department of Education. Okay, that is possible for kids where it's not a question. Like my daughter, it was never a question that she required and continued to need an IEP and those services of specialized instruction. So that was never in question. Now keep in mind that the reason we do a 3-year reeval or a triennial is that the mass majority of the kids in this country are covered under a specific learning disability for reading or math. All right, and so the entire goal and purpose and the intent of an IEP is to help remediate and bridge those gaps through specialized instruction to the point where they no longer require the specialized instruction component, not questioning the disability or the diagnosis. They are not the same thing. Keep that in mind.